big saw won't let me do a 45 using the saw guide. So I'll just try to do it by hand using the cordless, and we'll see what happens. You know, in hindsight, when I ripped and cut the end, I should have done that at a 45. But I'll do that on the next one. So it should be something like that. Okay, so now the foam panel. I've seen a couple different ways that people are cutting these foam panels. One guy actually, that's what his video was on, is how to cut these foam panels and use like 5 different things. And it looks like scribing it with a blade is, and then snapping it off is the easiest way. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so I decided to do it kind of unconventional. I went ahead and marked it, and I think I'm gonna try just to cut it by hand with the saw thing. And that way I can kind of track it. I did a line down from up here on this side and a line down from this side. So we're gonna try it that way. And then I can watch it. Never saw anybody cut these at a 45, so I'm not really sure. Another reason why I wanted to put a line on the other side. Okay. So not a disaster, but not real good either. I'll have to figure out how people do that. So I tried to cut it at 45, and I keep waving around, but it might be close enough where, expanding foam might help a little bit just to dress it up. But I'm gonna look on YouTube to see if there's another way to cut foam at a 45. Okay, so after some careful consideration, decided I'm not going to do the 45s on everything. I'm going to go ahead, I'll do 45s on the plywood, but I'm just going to block out, square off, so that way the foam and everything gets interlocked. So I'll show you here. Go to the drawing board. Okay. So this is the plywood. It's going to be like this. So that's the plywood. I'm going to do that. On the foam is 2 inches thick. So the foam is going to be that thick. And then this one will just be cut back. And then TPO is going to be on the outside, and then the other stuff is just going to block the same way. It's just going to go like that. So instead of doing this as a 45, I'm just going to block it off like that. This will be a 45 on the outside because I'm going to have some steel like this. So that's what I'm going to do. It is way too much as a pain in the butt. It's gonna be too much of a pain in the butt to try to do 45 and all that stuff. So just gonna block it out and then overlap it so that way it's interlocked. So we're gonna do that. So I cut the panel back. So that way the intersecting panel foam will sit there. Plywood would be right here. And we did the same thing on the other side. So essentially this would be the top, I believe. So that's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna block it back and go from there. Okay, so this is kind of like what the panel looks like. Yeah, these ends are cut back, so the other panels, the plywood will join here, foam will go in there. So this is the inside. Kind of gives you a better look. This is the inside, foam, plywood, and then I'll have that. Okay, so this is the first panel I kind of got together. It took a little extra time, but I think we'll get the PL, I think it's PL Extreme adhesive, I think, because that'll work on just about anything for what I'm doing. And we'll get this glued up since I got the measurements, so I don't need to make another pattern. And we'll get the uni strut cut up for the truck. Maybe we'll get a panel installed, and we'll just kind of keep going there. So, whew, warm weekend. So I want to thank you guys for watching 2A Wolf and following along. Please hit the subscribe button, like, share the video, and we'll maybe get some subscribers involved. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, put comments down below and I'll try to answer your questions. But thanks again for following along. It's a project, but you know what? I got plenty of time. So anyways, I'll see you next time on 2A Wolf.